Jim, what's your overriding emotion after that one?
I don't think we, deserved to not take all 3 points today. If I'm being perfectly honest, I thought the performance was a lot better than what it was last weekend. There was a lot more passages of play in terms of building from back to middle. I thought we moved the ball a lot quicker. When those gaps appeared into the strikers, we managed to get good service up to them and then get good support under the ball from the midfield. And I thought we looked a lot more like ourselves and the kind of team that we want to be, particularly in that first 45 minutes. I thought we started the game really brightly. We were on the front foot. The opening 10 minutes was pretty much played up and around the Kilmarnock penalty area. The second half, then, it became a bit scrappy. Kilmarnock like to get the ball forward early, like to turn the defenders, and they're very good at it, and they pick up a lot of second balls in the middle of the pitch. And I think for the start of the second half, for that 10-15 minute period, we didn't get our foot on the ball enough. We didn't control the game enough, and that moment, Kilmarnock were putting us under a bit of pressure. After that, I thought we managed to build ourselves back into the game, deservedly got ourselves in front, and then I think there's a few talking points obviously thereafter. Sam Dalby is convinced that the goalkeeper gets nothing on the ball and punches him in the head. It's hard to see it from the camera angle that we've got with our analyst, but I thought at the time in open play it looked like a punch in the face to me, and there's definitely a knee in his back, and that's an opportunity for us then to possibly go 2-0 up and put the game to bed. There's a challenge on Vico Sevelj as well. Vico thinks he's been caught really high. He's not the type of person that would stay down. And then of course the penalty decision late on that goes against us. Now I can't be too critical because a lot of people out there felt that our one last week was soft. The one on Kevin Holt where he gets the kick in the calf. For me, it's a stone wall penalty. There's definitely a kick in the back of the calf, and the penalty is rightly awarded. But the amount of media attention and the amount of criticism that the pundits made of that particular decision, I'm assuming they won't hold back on this one that Kilmarnock got tonight then, because there's even less contact from Richard O'Dada on the Kilmarnock player for this one, and obviously Killy capitalise on it and take a good point back down the road with them. If we just touch on the positives briefly, I know you worked quite hard with the players this week on trying to build through the lines and being a wee bit braver on the ball, so how pleasing was it that they've taken that on so quickly? I know you spoke about it there before. Look, Kilmarnock are quite similar to St Mirren in their approach, and I don't think we handled the press well enough last weekend against St Mirren, albeit we defended brilliantly and managed to win the game 2-0, but today I just thought that we were able to get the likes of Seville, Stevenson and Babunski on the ball more. I thought the back lads were a lot braver in terms of trying to play forward a wee bit quicker. And then you've got two really good strikers up there in Dalby and Moult that more often than not retain possession for you, which allows you then to get the midfield up and support. Everything that we worked on during the week, there was definite improvements in that performance today from last week's performance, and that's all we're trying to do. Week to week we want to try and get better as a team, and we've got another difficult one now next weekend away to Motherwell, but it's a game that we want to approach in the same positive manner, and when we're on top, we need to take our chances, and that's probably something that we were guilty of today, especially in that opening 10-15 minute period where we had so much possession, we had good territory, we just weren't able to capitalise on it. Yeah, we're still 5 games unbeaten. It feels like a wee bit of a sore one at the moment, but I'm sure that's a record that the boys are quite proud of and looking to protect next week. Look, I can't be too hard on the players. I thought they defended brilliantly again today against a physical partnership of Vassell and Watkins, and obviously Anderson is on there as well. And as I said, you have to defend the box against Killy. They buy a lot of free kicks and long throws, corners. The ball's coming in your box regularly, and I thought we stood up to that again. And I think the defenders have been outstanding this year, and that's why our defensive record is as good as what it was, and that's why today it took a penalty kick from 12 yards to take that clean sheet away from us. So I I can't be too hard on the players. Unfortunately, sometimes the decisions go for you, sometimes they go against you. Last week we got one. This week one goes against us. It's part of the game. But I thought the players were excellent over the whole piece, and I thought the supporters were brilliant as well, and showed their appreciation at the end. As disappointed as they are to drop 2 points at home, their appreciation they showed to the players' efforts was very much appreciated.